Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to talk about Chainlink. We're going to look at Link on the daily chart, the weekly chart. We're going to look at some levels to watch to the upside, to the downside, the Gaussian channel, the stochastic RSI, the RSI, all that good stuff. So if you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up. Check out our links below, Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon. Let's get going. On the daily chart, let's look at where we are. So the orange line right now is kind of our midterm kind of resistance. We've came up to it's right around 3050-ish. Okay, so that's where we've wicked to here. Why there? Well, we've had some previous resistance here, previous support back in here. Okay, that's just, subtly short-term resistance. Our bigger resistance is going to be up here at the red line, right around the $34 mark, 34.50, somewhere between 34 to 35. Okay, and here we've had, that was our kind of our big bounce after our big May drop. Okay, we wicked right to that level, and previous many days back in here as support, we temporarily broke below it, came back up, back tested it again as support. Before that, resistance before breaking it, and bigger resistance back in the early part of the year for several days again, right? So previous resistance will often flip as support. When you revisit that, it should be a key resistance again as we come back up. So I don't know if we're going to make it to that high, but if we do, that would be the level I'd be watching. If we break, $30, $31, our next level, just based on support and resistance, based on the daily chart, it's right here between 34 and 35. That's what I'm looking for. All right, what else do we got? Well, let's look at the weekly chart with our moving averages. This is our support band, our 20-week simple moving average in the red, our 21 exponential moving average in the yellow. Right now, we've just closed yesterday, above it. Great sign. What do we want to do next? Close above it again. Well, that currently is $27 for the top line. So let's close above 27 in 6.5 days from now. That would be great. It's obviously going to depend a lot on what Bitcoin does. So we need Bitcoin to, still stay above its band too, which so far so good. We don't want Bitcoin to just, skyrocket or to the upside or downside, basically. We want Bitcoin just to kind of chill. And then alts, especially Link, likes to wait till kind of the rest of the markets simmer down and no one's watching. Okay? Historically, that's what Link likes. So the weekly chart, we got to hold above this so far. Great looking chart, right? We're holding each moving average as we come back down to it perfectly. There's close there, bounce, wick to there. That's our 50 week. Came back up again, came back down, 21 week. This is exactly what you want to see for the stepping stones. We want to continue to climb up the stairs. But remember, bulls climb up the stairs and bears jump out the window, as you can clearly see here. So let's be cautious. We're in extreme greed, as we're going to get to later, but let's take it a day at a time. All right, what else we got? This is the RSI on the daily. Historically, it looks like Link, once it gets above 75-ish on the RSI on a daily chart, that's when it's making some serious moves. If we go back and look at August 2020, July 2020, it was making big jumps there. Go back and look at February 2020. Big jump. Anytime, which not a whole lot, right? For the past, we're looking at since 2018, 2017 even. Not a whole ton above 75. We haven't been above it since in over a year, August of last year. So maybe we're due for another little push here. So let's look at this area. Certainly, if we're starting to make a higher high, you see Link today, tomorrow, sometime this week, above 72-ish, that would be a good sign that maybe we could make a push because we'd be clearing our previous, kind of resistance back in here. Also back in here. Link it's been a while since it's been much higher than that, right? So let's hope for a breakout in the not so distant future. Gaussian channel on the 5-day. What do we got? Well, we're looking good. We're holding support as we've done on our median line. Our next resistance level is going to be our top line. Where is that? I'm glad you asked. It's 32.83 right now. That will go slightly up over depending on how long we get there, right? But we still have, on this candle, we actually close in 11 hours. We'll actually close this candle today. So we'll see. This if we close here, it'll be our highest closing candle in quite some time since we've entered the Gaussian channel on the 5-day. So good sign. Good sign. Okay, again, we have our short-term resistance in the orange and our bigger one in the red. This is on a bigger time scale than the daily that we looked at the opening, but look at the levels, right? Even on the 5-day, that $34, $35 level for Link is big. Look at the resistance here. Another candle here, resistance. Another candle here, resistance. So that is, maybe we get a wick up to there again. That might be, if we start doing that, maybe that is, if you're a trading type, maybe you like to set some kind of little stop loss as we get above, if you start getting above $34 or something, just in case it's another wick, and in case we come back down, you save yourself some money. And then if we go back down, you have more to invest if we come back down here. Okay? If not, if you're in it for the long term, good for you. Usually the more profitable traders aren't trading much. So short term, resistance all in that area, resistance right in this area in the orange, that's, right at 30, 31. Bigger resistance, in my opinion, it's going to be around 34 to 35. Okay, Gaussian channels looking good. What about previously on the Gaussian? Well, we've held, the last time we came back down to the bottom of it, we held that 5-day median line for 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. That's about 4 weeks. Popped up above it with authority, right? That's what we want to look for Link. We don't want to be like just these little candles. I would love to see a 40% 5-day candle breaking through again, just like this. If we do that with authority again, and we just like pop up to this 34, 35 level sometime in the next, it probably not going to be today, right? Because this candle closes today, but maybe our next candle, we break up through here. If that happens, then hey, we can start getting a little bit more bullish for Link to make maybe some kind of move like this in the not so distant future. But we're still on high alert. We're in extreme greed. Signs are looking good, but what else do we have to look at? How about our 200-day moving averages? Now, there's two here. This is our 200-day simple moving average and our 200-day exponential moving average. So far, we've got above our 200 EMA, held it as support. Good sign. Well, now we're coming up to our 200 simple in the purple. The EMA is down here. So now we want to look for a hold or a break to the either side. You want to really have 2 candles, no matter what chart you're looking at. So have we had 2 candles close above here yet? No. We closed one right here. Our very next candle closed under it again. We tried again last candle yesterday. Couldn't do it. Now, so far so good. So if we close above this, that's a good sign. What would be even more important if we do that is tomorrow's candle. We don't want to come back down under that again. Right now, that's 28.11. That'll roughly stay about the same. So if we can close above 28.11 today and tomorrow, then we're starting to make the bigger concrete, where our concrete floor is drying, okay? We need to look for big levels like this and start closing and holding them as support. Resistance, 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 resistance. I mean, hello, that was like a week straight of just grinding right under that and cannot do it. Come back down, hold the 200 EMA, come back up, tried to do it, nope. Resistance again today. Great sign out of Link so far. Currently at 29.07. All right, one more. We have our momentum. Our stochastic RSI is our momentum indicator. This is on a weekly time scale, so we're still got a lot to go to the upside on the weekly time frame. On the daily, not looking quite as good, right? We're kind of choppy, right? We want to see this, and certainly not to the downside, but weekly still looks strong. So bigger picture, we're still got some authority moving behind us. Now, when we get up here, if we continue to come up here, are we going to hang out up here for a while? That would be great, right? We want to hang out. We don't want to do this so much. So which one of these are we going to get? Are we going to get a breakout up here and hold up here for another, several weeks to October? Look at the date. You can see like we could potentially hang out here till certainly all through September. But historically, September has been not so good for all of crypto. Like Bitcoin, the last 3 years has had a back test of the 20 week in September. So are we going to do that again? Who knows? We'll have to watch and see. But I would love Link to just hang out here, get up here and hang out with a lot of momentum to the upside on a weekly time scale would really help the price for Link, in my opinion. So that's Link. Let's go look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Look at our structure we're forming here. This looks pretty good. We're continuing to make higher highs. We made on August 8th, 74. August 14th, 76. August 21st, 78. And just yesterday, 79. Excellent. What would be the signs that potential hazards in this? Well, if we come back down, we start breaking lows here. 70. That'd be bad. Maybe even 76 if we start breaking that. Doesn't mean that we're breaking, but I would say 70. If you see us in the 60s again, anywhere in the 60s, certainly under that 65 level would be super key. But maybe a 69 even would be potentially hazardous. Let's see. Let's do quote of the day. People are not disturbed by things, but by the way they view them. Take basically how you interpret things. Everything that you've seen throughout the world is not out. It's not in front of you. It's all in your head. So how you interpret things, that's what really makes people unique, right? Not necessarily things outside, but basically the way people interpret them. I like it. Let's see what else we got. Crypto meme of the day. Pretty true. But you can tell this is old because look at the coins on there. All right, car of the day. Aston Martin Vantage. New one. 2021 Aston Martin Vantage. Pretty slick. Probably the best looking car for the money. They're still over 100,000, but they're like right at it. I think it's pretty cool for 100K. Here it is. Let's see the rear. The rear is sick to me. I mean, that's pretty cool. Look at the rear diffuser down here. The lights super thin. Pretty cool. Look at that. Probably my favorite car for the money. For a brand new Aston Martin for, 120K, that's, it's still a lot of money, but certainly no like, $3 million Bugatti or something, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. What do you think? You either love or hate the color, right? All right. I'll end it there. That's Link for right now. You know what to watch. All right? If you forget, go back and watch the video again. Thumbs up. Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Everything linked below. My name's Chase. 5-Day Crypto. I'll see you on the next one real soon.